Hi friends, welcome back to Theology Today. I'm your host, Melissa Mcginnis, and we're just gonna keep diving into the birth of Jesus. Last month we talked about Jesus' birth, the prophecies leading up to his birth, the fulfillment of the prophecies, and we're just gonna keep going through the early stages of his life. So we learn in Luke chapter 2, verse 21, when 8 days had passed, Jesus' parents circumcised him and gave him the name Jesus. This was the name given to him by the angel before he was conceived. Remember, an angel visited Mary and said, don't be afraid, Mary. God is with you. You will conceive and give birth to a son, and you will name him Jesus. Well, the original name of Jesus is actually a Hebrew word, and it's called Yeshua. So in reality, the angel is telling Mary she must name her son Yeshua. Well, biblical Hebrew names are more than just a title. They often reference a destiny for a child, some type of significance, some type of messaging, and Yeshua is also one of those biblical names that has a destiny, a fulfillment to it, and that is the word salvation. So Yeshua literally means salvation. Well, let's talk about, what does salvation mean? Salvation is the deliverance of God's people from sin, death, evil, and also restores a relationship back to God. That's what salvation means. So Jesus' entire destiny was to deliver God's people from sin, death, and to restore their relationship with God. He does that through his death and resurrection. He was the final sacrifice, the final atonement. We have a relationship, those that believe in Jesus have a relationship back with God, and a promise of eternity with him. So did Jesus live up to his name? Absolutely. Salvation is Jesus. Jesus is salvation. Another couple interesting names. Moses, his name's meant to draw out. Remember, Moses was drawn out of the water by the Pharaoh's daughter, and then he went on to draw the people out of Egypt, out of bondage, and into the wilderness, where they eventually went into the promised land. Another interesting name is Abraham. Abraham literally means the multitude of many. He literally has the promise, the Abrahamic covenant, which God said, you are going to be the father of many nations. He's named after his destiny. He becomes the father of many, many nations. And another one, Naomi changed her name to Mara after she lost her husband and sons, which literally means bitter. So as you can see, Hebrew biblical names are quite prophetic. They have an understanding to them of what that destiny is going to be, what that child is here to represent. And Jesus, he knocked it out of the park with salvation. He was salvation, he is salvation. And anyone that believes in him can also take part in salvation. It's a free gift, and Jesus wants you to have it. So if you don't know him, just go ahead and do a little research on your own. But Jesus died on the cross for you, and he came back to life for you, for salvation, to have a relationship with God in eternity forever. Stay tuned, because we're going to keep going through the early life of Jesus. There's not that much we know about it, but all of these little gems are just so fun to talk about, and I'm so excited that you watched this video. I hope that everything is well with you, and shalom.